94.3 wybc, the rhythm of the city. Juan Castillo with you. And today it is New Haven Champions Day. That's right. We're celebrating our young people today. We're celebrating the Connecticut Hawks Track Club. They've got quite a few of their national champions here. And of course, we've been talking about Hill House and, you know, them winning the state championship, double L title. So I have with me here Tamika Bain, she's the head coach. Also Gary Moore and Michelle Moore, they actually started the Connecticut Hawks Track Club, and of course they also coach the Hill House track team. And first, I want to start off with you, Coach Moore. You know, this was your vision as well as your wife's in terms of, you know, starting a track club that could, you know, develop young people into not only athletes but also, you know, young men and young women of great character. So talk about how you got this vision going for yourself.
I was just looking at the state of the sport in New Haven, and there weren't many, or there aren't really any feeder programs for the high school. And we were just looking at the success that we had at the high school level, and we figured, boy, it'd be nice that we could, if we could just duplicate some of that success to some of the young people and get them early with understanding what it takes to be a student athlete younger. And so that was one of the main reasons why I figured, you know, this would be a nice thing to start. And it started really small with a little pilot. I said, well, let me just see how it works out and what the response would be. That first summer, I think we had maybe 15 to 20 kids, and then, you know, it went to about 30 kids, and now we're somewhere around 70 kids.
Wow.
And we've only been in existence for about a year, you know, so the popularity is definitely there. And it seems like the kids are really enjoying the experience. And I thought that was one of the things that was important for the kids, that this is a tough sport and not everybody can do it. And so we wanted to try to make sure they had a good, healthy first experience with the sport young. And so hopefully they'll continue to want to do it because they had such a good first experience as a young man or young lady.
Now before I get Tamika Bain on you know, on the mic, I want to go to Michelle Moore, who's also you know, Gary's wife, you know, and you know, I know when he said, okay, you know, you're doing Hill House and now you want to do something else, right? You know, and I know you can't stop Gary because it's not something that we can do. But you know, but I know for you, and we spoken before, you know, this was important to you also because, you know, young women, you know, normally don't think of track, okay? You know, it's something that, you know, of course now that basketball is big in Connecticut, you know, but track is something that, you know, okay, if you're fast, then I'm gonna go run up and down the basketball court fast. You know what I mean? So I know that's important to you. Talk about that.
Well, I think with young ladies, we have challenges with self-esteem, period.
Yeah.
Just the way women are viewed and the way women have to live up to particular standards, or they think they have to. And I think that sometimes works on our self-esteem a little bit. I have no doubt that sports helps with that, helps build up some of the accomplishments that the girls make. Not saying that they have to be the fastest or the best, but just achieving things as they go along, achieving success. I ran faster than I did the last time. I threw further than I threw the last time. I think that helps develop boys and girls, that confidence that they get. And our greatest hope is that translates to the classroom, translates to their regular life, you know, as young people and as they become adults eventually, that those struggles that they have while they're on the track, that the strength that they gain there, they can use that in the real world.
Wonderful. Juan Castillo with you. Today is WYBC New Haven's Champion Day. This is a day for us to stop the music for a little while and just focus on the great things that, number one, our adults are doing and working with young people. Sometimes we get, you know, a bad rap here in the city, but you know, WYBC is all about focusing on the positives that are happening here. And the Connecticut Hawks Track Club, with I've got some of the young, you know, national champions here that we're going to be talking to in a minute. That's what we're all about here in the city. And let's go to Tamika now. Tamika, tell me what made you decide to get involved with Gary, you know, who was like, you got to do this, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? tell me what made you decide to get involved.
Well, Coach Moore was my athlete when I was in high school, and I knew what they instilled with me way back then, the confidence, the ability to be a young woman, to see the world outside of New Haven. So to me, when he came and said he had this program, I said, well, you know what, I'll make the time, because I'm always wanting to see kids be better than where they are. Always wanting to meet a kid where they are, whether that's on the track where you never ran track before, you're just a beginner, and we'll reach you where you are to make you, be better. Just like Coach Warren said, with translating over into the classroom. You're a student athlete first, and we emphasize that. The coaches, we recognize that, you know what, going to school is your first priority. That's your major job. And track, I don't care how good you are, if you don't have the academics, if you don't have that great academic foundation, you're not going to do anything. So knowing that was instilled in me, then I wanted to take that and bring these to these young kids. And that's what we're doing.
How difficult is it, considering that, obviously, when there's a team championship when you go into these meets, but then there's also these individual championships, right? So, it's different. Sometimes it must be difficult to try to instill in the whole team the attitude that, hey, every time that one of us wins, first, second, third, or whatever, the whole team wins. Talk about that.
Well, these are young kids, and some of us come to us with sports background, some of them don't. This is their first time being on an organized sports team. So early on, we instill that you are a team. You are on this team, you are here together, and that starts at practice. And my philosophy is how you practice is how you compete. So in practice, we try to encourage one another, we try to support, we cheer on. So when you go to the meet, it doesn't become this foreign object that, oh, I have to cheer for somebody when I don't even know their name. So we try to have team building competitions. We come in and we have guest speakers talk about what it is to be a student athlete, talk about self-esteem, confidence, motivating the kids beyond just being on the track. Because again, these skills are in life. When you go to work, you're on a team. When you're in class, you're on a team. You're in a team project. That class, you may be 30 kids in there, but each individually make up that class and that class success. And that's something that we try to instill with the Connecticut Hawks.
That's great. So let me ask you this question. Obviously, these kids are getting a lot from you guys, right? Especially you. How does that translate? What does this do for you? What do you get? What do you get out of it? Well, except for not spending a whole lot of time with your friends. I'm sorry.
Well, one, you definitely have to be passionate to work with kids. And a long time, I realized that my heart is with always developing the young kids. So to me, it doesn't even seem like work. I'm coming to do for something that a God-given talent that was instilled in me, and I'm just, just doing what the Lord has called me to do.
Yes.
And that's work with young people. One of the things that is challenging as a head coach, and when I came in, I thought this was going to be a little small gig, 30 kids, and as we kept going, it became 40, it became 60. But it taught me some valuable lessons about myself, that I am, strong, that I have the strength to do this. It's not an easy task, working with parents, working with coaches, time scheduling, time management, but everything that I've learned throughout my adult life, throughout my childhood, has come full circle in this program. So to me, it's just like getting up and working. And yes, I get frustrated. Yes, there are times when I'm tired, but I know there's a bigger goal, and I know there's a bigger obstacle. And to me, it's not about me. It's about them kids, and they are our future. So to me, I just look at it as, when you're down, you get up and you keep moving, just like them hurdles, just like, in that long jump, just like passing that baton. Everything in track is a great metaphor for life. And to me, I just think I'm right where I need to be at.
Great. New Haven champions in the house, man. All right, so we're going to go talk to some of the kids, some of the national champions here. Who's going to go up to the mic first? Come on now, somebody got to get up there.
Me.
All right, and what's your name?
Leah.
Leah. What's your last name, Leah?
Moore.
All right, so now you went to the nationals, and you were national champions now, right?
Yes.
Tell me what was your particular event?
My event was shot put.
Okay. And now, did you do the shot put before you became a Connecticut Hawks, or was that something that you learned?
No, I was doing it before they started the team. I've been doing it for 4 years now, I think.
Wow. So what was that day that you decided? Tell me why did you decide to do the shot put? I mean, was it something that you saw on television, the Olympics, or track? What made you decide I want to pick up this thing and I want to throw it, right?
Well, I started doing it because I thought that I had like a good, I guess you could say I had a good arm. So I thought I would be able to do a good job in it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So now, so what school do you go to?
ESUMS.
Okay. So what are the other things you like to do besides, you know, throwing the shot put? Any other things, any things that you like to do?
You mean in track?
Well, no, just in life. I mean,
I like drawing. My favorite subject in school is math.
oh, great.
And I guess that's it.
That's good. So now, so what, I mean, the Olympics are coming this year, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm quite sure you're going to be watching that, right?
Yeah.
And one day you just hope to go to the Olympics, right?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's fantastic. That's great. Okay, so let's get the next person on. And what is your name?
Shalisha
All right, you got to get that mic closer to you. Bring the mic down for her. There you go. All right. And what's your last name?
Robertson,
All right. And what is your event?
shot put.
Shot put too. Okay. And you know, and you're a national champion also, right?
Yes.
In your age group. That's fantastic. Now, was that exciting? You know, when you got that? And
Yeah.
tell me about that.
Well, it was surprising that I got first in shot put because normally I just started and I just learned how to do shot put
Wow.
and I didn't really know how to. So now that I'm learning how to. It's good.
Right. That's wonderful. Now you got to practice a lot, right? You know, these coaches push you, right? You know, how do you find time between doing that and also schoolwork? You know, talk about that.
Well, the days I do schoolwork before I go to track. So before I go, when I'm at school, I do my homework. So then when I go to track, I can just go. When I come back home, I don't have to do my homework.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, listen, we are so very proud of you as well as proud of the whole team, you know. And I just want to let you know that the city of New Haven appreciates you, and that and you know, and we're expecting a lot of great things from you. Most definitely as far as education is concerned. Okay, thank you. All right, so who's next? How you doing, man?
Good.
All right, national champion.
Yep.
Feels good, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So what's your name?
Gary Moore.
Gary Moore. Okay, so Gary, tell us about now what's your event, by the way?
I'm shot put also.
Shot put also. Okay, man, we got a bunch of shot putters here in New Haven. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful thing. So tell me about, you know, how did you decide that that's an event that you wanted to do?
Because when I was younger, I was big, so I was like, you know what? This ball is small, and I could throw this probably, you know, pretty far.
Right. That's wonderful. And tell me, what school do you go to?
ESUMS.
Okay, so how important is school to you as it relates to track?
It's important because if you don't have a good education, then track is not only going to get you far in life because you need to get the good grades to get to a good school.
Now, do you find that, you know, being competitive with track also makes you kind of competitive with your schoolwork?
Yes.
Yeah, because you want to beat them at that too, right?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. So how did it feel when you got to that podium and they put that medal around your neck, man?
I was very happy because I was losing, and then I came back on the last throw and I won it. I was like so happy. I was jumping up and down.
That's fantastic. Well, listen, we are so very proud of you. Okay, and we expect a lot of great things from you too.
Okay.
All right, Connecticut Hawks in the house. I want to thank you for coming. You know, I'm gonna let you know Gary have the last word. Gary, I know, you know, you won a lot of championships, and I know how important it is in terms of you working with these kids in terms of the championship of life, right? Mm-hmm. You know, but watching these kids go up on stage and how did that feel for you?
It was incredible, especially seeing that we just started, and for such a young program, not even a year old, to have 6 national champions, it was mind blowing. You know, just calling Tamika saying, "You won't believe this. This one won. This one won, and this one won." So it's definitely an incredible feeling, and it's great to see them so happy. And you can always use that accomplishment as a life lesson. That see what happens when you work hard,
right.
And then you have some kids. Well, what if you even worked even harder? What would you have been able to do?
Right.
You know, like my daughter, I said to her, well, when you won, people were saying, "Well, where are you from?" Now people are going to be looking at you and wanting to beat you. So you got to step it up now, because now you're on the radar now.
Right.
And it was a great feeling for people to even want to know, where you guys from?
New Haven, baby.
We're from New Haven, Connecticut, and it was really good, just to see that.
That's great. And Tamika, I know you got a lot of kids, so I don't know if you want to give up that telephone number.
Sure, she does.
Yeah. So how do folks get in contact with you?
They can visit us at www.cthawk.org, or they can. Today actually is our first opening for our outdoor season. So we'll be at the Phil House, the Floyd Athletic Center, 5:30 to 7:30. You could come down, hear what our program is about, register your athlete. My number is 203-737-0393, and you can give me a call to ask about inquiring about the program.
How young do you guys take?
We go 5 to
5. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, 5 to 12. If they're 13 and
My grandson is 4 years old right now. I'm trying to think in another year, because he hates to lose now. So, and that's a good thing, right? But also he gets mad. All right, so we got to calm that down. Right? You know what I mean? But he is fast, so maybe we'll be giving you a call. All right. Thank you so much, Connecticut Horse in the House. I want to get everybody. Yeah, absolutely. We are so proud of all of you, and keep up the great work, and enjoy the food. We got some food out here, courtesy of Smoking Skillet, on Dixwell Avenue, 1231 Dixwell Avenue. The food is fantastic, so you make sure that you go out there and get some of that food, and folks, please, make sure that you go to Smoking Skillet and get some of those good ribs. All right, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
All right, One Castillo with you. We're going to be talking to some more of the Hill House High School basketball team, some of the seniors and underclassmen on their championship. So keep it right here on the rhythm of this city.